Matt and Josh Still Comics, Marvel news, tons of stuff this week, over the past week. I'll try and get through it as slowly as possible. First of all, Robert Downey Jr. did a one-on-one with Jodie Foster. Do you ever watch those from Variety? Some of them are interesting.
I do sometimes. Like, some of them are pretty cool.
Yeah.
Someone's like, I don't know.
So he was talking to Jodie Foster in a one-on-one and was asked if he ever considered putting the suit on again. And he said, "It's just crazily in my DNA, probably the most like-me character I've ever played, even though he's way cooler than I am. I've become surprisingly open-minded to the idea between Naiad and Night Country, and for me, Oppenheimer and then Sympathizer." Have you watched Sympathizer yet?
I have not, but I heard it's really good.
It really is crazy because we both look pretty good. I was actually looking at the stills we were taking, making sure do we still look kind of okay? I'm like, we look pretty good. I don't know what that has to do with Iron Man, but anyways, should he come back? Yeah or nay? So I understand why Marvel would want him back, because they would make $1 billion.
Money. But, I mean, I think if they did bring him back, they would utilize him well. The issue that I find is that I feel like I want to focus on, characters that are still alive.
Other stories
would be great. I think we have to remind ourselves that before Iron Man, it was like a lot of those characters in our version of the Avengers in the MCU were not super popular. And you know what I mean? Like Hulk, sure. But I would say, Iron Man was not overly super popular compared to Captain America. Even at that point, Captain America, I would say was probably, I would even say they were probably the same. Would you think that
the Avengers always took second seat to X-Men?
Okay, so would you think that Hulk had better, like, comic
name recognition
before Iron Man, Captain America? There was 2 fucking movies before we got Iron Man.
Well, I mean, there was 2 Hulk movies, sure.
That's what I'm. Sorry, that's what I mean.
Yeah, I don't know. How much did the Hulk make though?
They weren't crazy. Like, I think the first one with Eric Bana made like a couple $100 million, but it cost a couple $100 million to make. And the one with Edward Norton, I think, was a little bit less than that.
Yeah. Well,
I think
we'll compare numbers. Well, I mean, if you had someone other than Robert Downey Jr. playing Tony Stark, it might have been a different story, I guess. It depends.
Yeah, I think so. Yep, I think so.
Holy Christ numbers. How long does it take to find something?
Is the internet going down across the world?
No.
I'm wearing my You Sell Comics t-shirt, but I can't sit up high.
There you go. Okay, so that's... Wait, what was the other one called? So that made 265 worldwide. Was Ang Lee's one just called Hulk?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The Hulk dogs?
Hulk and then Incredible Hulk. Yeah.
I really don't remember that much about the Ang Lee one. Other than
a lot of self-reflection.
Other than the dogs.
Yeah, a lot of self-reflection.
I don't even remember who the villain was. Was there a villain in that, or was it the military?
I was going to say I thought the villain was the military, but didn't someone turn into a Hulk in that movie? Oh my god, dude! Now I can't remember.
You mean another Hulk? There was 2 Hulks.
I can't remember.
Well, this is never going to come up. Anyways.
Oh, it was Absorbing Man.
I do not remember that at all.
The iteration they had of him was very weird. He was like a floating electrical guy.
Okay, well, that's weird. Okay, moving on. Predator new standalone movie starring Elle Fanning in the works from Prey director Dan Trachtenberg.
Let's go. That's what I say.
As 20th Century Studios and director Dan Trachtenberg move forward with their plans to expand the Predator franchise following the success of the most recent installment, Prey. The next project to feature the iconic extraterrestrial big game hunter has now been announced. Deadline reports that Trachtenberg is set to helm a standalone Predator movie titled Badlands with Elle Fanning on board to play the lead role. Plot details are still in the wraps, with the story is believed set to be sometime in the future. Trachtenberg is said to have wanted to land an established star for this movie and began taking meetings with talent. Insiders close to the project say Fanning is a fan of the franchise, and once execs got wind of her interest, moved to set up a meeting with her and Trachtenberg.
Fan of the franchise? When the fuck was she even born, dude?
So, I think this is separate from that other one that he was working on, where it was, I don't know, like there was an announced one that there was going to be like World War I, World War II Predator movie.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm not sure if this is separate or different, because this one's supposedly set in the future. There is a current storyline in Marvel Comics where there's a woman who lost her parents to a predator attack, and this is set like way in the future. She gets on a ship and tries to track down the one that killed her parents, but through the course of that, she, slaughters 20 more predators on her own. As she's hunting down essentially all the predators, but the one that killed her parents. And then it goes into a different story, and it was pretty good. I think it essentially just finished. The last one was called The Last Hunt, and I think that is it for now, with that storyline. But they could do that with Elle Fanning. I was a fan of the storyline, so if they wanted to set it in the future and be like, turn the tables on the Predator,
that'd be cool.
Yeah, and she was great in The Great, so I have no problem with her as an actress, like, talent-wise. So, yeah, and Dan Trachtenberg did a good job with Prey, so...
Yeah, I thought he did a great job.
Yeah. Did you watch the Venom trailer?
I did.
And your thoughts were...
I don't know, man.
Go fuck yourself.
I just... Is that Sony saying it to us?
Yes,
that
was Sony execs. Like. Sony execs saying, "Go fuck yourself."
I don't know, man. I thought the first one was okay. The second one was a mess. So underutilized. It's like, oh, it's sad. I thought the script too in the second one. I didn't understand what the fuck. Like some of those lines, I sat there and started just laughing out loud. And it takes you away from the movie. Like it doesn't, you know what I mean? Like there's a difference between campiness, fun.
They really could have made it more horror-like, actually.
Of course, but they were trying to appeal. They're trying to appeal to families. Like how do you appeal?
But
Venom
this one's rated R. This third one's rated R, apparently.
So I mean, hopefully we get some fun situations. I mean, the ending showing the Venom horse was fun, but I don't know. It's just like certain things, like I don't know. You can do so many things, but let's make a Venom horse.
In the current iteration of Deadpool, he does have a dog that's a symbiote dog that has a.
That's really funny.
Yeah, and it's like that part is comedy. I get that because it's Deadpool.
Yep.
But yeah, so it seems like the actor, Chiwetel Ejiofor is in the movie, but not playing Baron Mordo from Doctor Strange.
Yeah, this is the other thing that
a
really
different character, I guess.
Yeah, super confusing. And then people are like, well, maybe it's a different version of Modo.
Yeah,
like,
or
Mordo. Mordo.
From a different universe. Yeah.
And it's like, maybe.
But are they going to explain that in the...
No, they're not going to. It'd be too easy.
I also don't like... It seems like they might be doing kind of a null thing with all the symbiotes coming to Earth. But then, like, the military is also the villain, and we've seen that all before. Like, oh, the military's trying to get him to create a new weapon, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just seems like a boring premise without doing null properly if they end up going that way.
Mm-hmm. And typical, I guess you could say. You know what I mean?
Typical Sony.
I don't know if Tom Hardy just kind of wants to get it over with.
He did. It is The Last Dance. He did tweet it.
Because, I mean, yes, because of the
he's a much better actor than these movies.
Like, 1,000%. Yeah. Like he
was wasted, and I know he like partly wrote some of the scripts and stuff, but I don't know. You could have done so much better.
You're an actor first, my friend.
Yeah,
and there's a reason for that. But anyway, I'm a little bit worried on how like what they're gonna do. Obviously, they just do nothing but tease Spider-Man, all the time. The ending of number 2 obviously was a huge tease. How do you even do that if it's not in the same universe? Well,
you could find a different Peter Parker that's not Tom Holland.
Yes, but then obviously they're not going to do that. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, if they had planned any of this shit out,
planned? What is that? What's that word mean?
If they had planned any of this fucking goddamn shit,
yeah,
they could have did 3 Venom movies.
Yeah,
they could have included a Spider-Man.
Yeah,
and they could have introduced Miles Morales and then zapped him over into the fucking other universe for the 4th movie of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You could have had 2 trilogies. From 2 different studios, conglomerating into, what I mean, coming together and actually it's not hard. Look, 2 sides, boop, 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 couple of connections, boop, 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 done. I don't know about you guys, but somebody got paid $300,000 extra to not do that.
You've just blown the mind of all Sony studios.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. It's fucking give me a break. I think I think the movie's gonna finish and we're not gonna get much of a payoff. You know what I mean? I don't think the ending's gonna be.
No, that's Marvel will somehow find a way to get an agreement with Sony to include Venom in their own MCU and recast and etc.
I would agree. Yeah.
Okay, moving on. There's hope for Marvel Studios with a new director. Apparently Jordan Peele has met with Marvel Studios about helming an upcoming movie.
What's the date on this?
Actually, it's from last week. Why? Is there a new development that I missed?
There might have been.
Spill the beans.
I believe the report then continued a few days later.
Yeah.
And said that he actually met them regarding not the X-Men movie, but an X-Men movie, and it didn't really go anywhere.
Oh. Well, that's disappointing. I was hoping it'd be like sad. Midnight Suns or something, and it'd go the horror.
That'd be so cool. Or hey, we tried to do Blade.
Yeah.
For 5 years.
Yeah.
It's really not working out the way we thought.
Yeah,
Marshall Ali is going to leave.
Why
don't you take it over?
They may have spent too much money on Blade at this point to hire someone like Jordan Peele to take over.
I mean, I would agree, but the problem is that he might be asking for a lot of money, but I feel like he doesn't have as much pull as maybe he thinks he does. Because as his movies have progressed, they've gotten from, I guess what you would say as fairly mainstream horror, which was Get Out, and then Us was a little bit out there.
Us was out there, but it was good.
It was good.
We haven't seen Nope yet.
I saw Nope.
Yeah.
It was also very out there, a little bit more artistic.
You love your UFO stories.
And I do. It was good. It was definitely a good change.
Yeah.
To the UFO story.
Yeah.
But it wasn't amazing. It looked cool.
Yeah.
And it sounded sick. But the acting was so-so.
Really?
Yeah. Like people, it seemed like the actors were kind of just like having fun rather than actually maybe like acting. Stephen Yeun was really good though. He was really good in it. But yeah, other than that, like it just, there were certain things that, you know, kind of took you in and out of the movie. It's weird.
Interesting.
But yeah, I feel like his not credibility of movies. The movies are, you know, they still look great and everything else and blah blah blah. But I feel like his appeal, his general mass appeal, is starting to wane a little bit. Like if he were to come out and be like, "Oh, a movie by Jordan Peele," I think people would be less inclined to be like, "Oh, it's Jordan Peele, I'm gonna go."
Is he on the M. Night Shyamalan track?
I hope not. Because I mean, M. Night's trying to come back, right?
Yeah, where he had a couple of like big hits, and they were weird movies, but they were still good. And then it kind of just went.
Yeah, but like I didn't watch what was it, Age or no, Old?
Yeah, I
think
I haven't watched one of his movies in years.
The one on the beach I didn't watch, and then the one that I don't think he produced, or no, he produced the one that's just coming out, but I think his sister's directing, his wife is directing it. The Watchers.
Right. The Watchers, yes.
Yes, I think he's a producer.
Yeah, produced by.
I don't think he was. Yeah, so, but it's, I could have swore it was a
I did watch
Shyamalan.
Split.
Oh yeah, Split, and of course,
Split was
oh
good.
my God, Split and Glass, right? Was it Glass?
Yeah, that was a prequel. I didn't watch that. It was a prequel, wasn't it?
Well, which one was the one that everyone came together?
Everyone came together.
Yeah, it was Split, the Split guy, James McAvoy, Samuel L. Jackson, and Brucey. They all came back.
Oh, was that in Glass?
That was in Glass. That was
Oh,
Glass.
that
yeah.
was. Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
And
it was okay. Like he could have did it so much better. It was such a bummer, to be honest. You didn't watch it? Oh man, it was kind of cool to see like the conglomeration of the two movies. Because when they teased that at the end of Split, I almost fell out of my chair. I almost fucking lost my mind in the theater.
What else is he working on? Trap, Untitled, Labor of Love. Oh, he's mostly producing now at this point.
Yeah, he's definitely taken a backseat to the.
Oh wait. Oh no, wait. Oh, he's directing Trap. He's also directing his Untitled, and he's directing Labor of Love. So he's producing and directing.
So he's coming back.
And writing.
Is essentially yeah, he's kind of coming back then. Ishana Shyamalan.
Oh, is that his sister?
Ishana Night Shyamalan, his sister? Maybe it's his daughter.
Nepotism. That looks like his sister.
Oh, she did Servant and Old.
Yeah, he produced Servant.
Oh, I didn't know that.
She was a second unit director on Old.
Okay, so.
I don't know.
Sister,
Servant has a good reviews. I never watched it though.
No, me neither. Interesting. Okay. Cool.
Okay. Moving on. Someone who should have died in Quantumania is retiring. Evangeline Lilly says she has no contractual obligations following decision to quit acting. Yesterday, Lost and Ant-Man and the Wasp star Evangeline Lilly confirmed she's stepping away from acting for the foreseeable future. As a result, it appears her time in the MCU as the MCU's Hope Van Dyne has ended. Lilly did leave the door open to possibly work in Hollywood again, but she seems to have no immediate plan to do so. In a statement to Variety, she said she's under no contractual obligations to anybody. So I'm just speculating because I like to do that. After her stuff with like coming out against vaccines and COVID, it feels like the really thing she only did after that was Ant-Man. And maybe this is a preemptive, like, well, I'm not really getting any jobs or interviews. Maybe I have enough money. I can just relax and do something else. Because I'm sure she gets good residuals from Lost. And I'm sure she was paid well for being in the MCU.
Yep.
So why not just enjoy life?
Yep.
Be stress-free.
Yep.
Okay, Deadpool, Wolverine, Helmer, I to direct Avengers 5. We are just about 6 weeks away from Deadpool and Wolverine being in theaters, July 26th. This was directed by Sean Levy, who may be in line to direct Avengers. What was that?
Oh, sorry. I
Is that a secret handshake at the the camera?
No, there was a mound of dust on my screen that was bothering me. Yeah.
Maybe in line to direct Avengers 5. According to Deadline, Sean Levy is the top choice to direct Avengers 5. Reportedly in early talks to potentially direct the film, but he is not yet committed to the project. He has reportedly been given the latest script from screenwriter Michael Waldron. Word is that Marvel Studios will be meeting with alternate choices for a director while awaiting a final answer from Levy. Levy is a very busy filmmaker these days, and he may or may not want to commit to that much more time to the MCU. He'll be involved as director and executive producer for the final season of Stranger Things, which is now filming. That thing's not even done filming yet. It feels like that show has been going forever.
Well, yeah, it has, but they had a pause for probably almost a year.
Oh yeah, because of COVID.
Because of the thing, yeah. So that would have put them. It would have been close.
Yeah, like those kids aren't kids anymore. They're like mid-20s.
What?
Well.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's gonna be pretty.
It just
funny,
feels like it's gone
to...
on. It's gone on too long. For I don't know. Like I seem to recall the last season being good, but it's not something good. I would binge in a weekend at this point. Like the first 2 or 3 seasons, sure, but I feel like it's getting long in the tooth just because it's been so long. Yeah. Do we think this is a good idea? I will reserve judgment till I see Deadpool.
I'm up in the air. Because, like, I think he is an okay director.
Yeah.
I don't think he's an amazing director.
Yeah.
And personally, I'd be a little bit worried if he had to handle, like, 60 fucking characters in one fucking movie.
Well, he's gonna handle like 30 or 40 in Deadpool, I guess, right? So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Although he also had Ryan Reynolds, who is super passionate about Deadpool, to help him kind of figure out the script.
Sure. Did you know that he was a executive producer on the new Unsolved Mysteries show?
Oh yeah.
I did not know that.
That was good.
I love Unsolved Mysteries. Old and new. Oh my god, the new one was great. I'm not gonna lie, but he was also an executive producer on All the Light We Cannot See, which I heard was pretty good.
Yeah, isn't that Florence Pugh one?
Yeah, the show.
Wait,
he was he was also an executive producer on Shadow and Bone.
I never watched that.
Yeah, I didn't watch it either.
That was kind of like a teen thing, isn't it?
Yeah, kind of surprised about.
Oh no, I have not watched this. I was thinking of something else. Oh, Mickle. Yes. It's got Mickle from Dark in it. Creator Stephen Knight. Oh, maybe I will have to watch this.
Yeah. And then obviously we had he did the Adam Project.
7.5 out of 10. Okay.
He was a producer on that actually. I don't know. Oh no, wait a minute.
Well, he's worked with Ryan Reynolds a lot.
Sorry, director.
Free Guy, yeah. Adam Project. You know, like he's got some chops.
I had no idea that he did Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt too. He directed that series for one episode. Never mind, I'm an idiot. Okay.
He's not without talent, let's say.
I would agree, yeah.
He produced Arrival too.
Wow, he directed that Pink Panther remake with Steve Martin.
Never watched it.
Oh my god, dude, he directed the Cheaper by the Dozen series.
Okay. And, calm down.
Oh my god. And he did Big Fat Liar.
Big Fat Liar.
This is crazy. I had no idea that he was directing so long back. Even including one of the episodes of First Wave, the Alien TV show. Oh my god. Crazy.
Huh.
That's pretty crazy. So yeah, a lot more experience than I thought he had.
Okay, moving on to everyone's favorite captain. Captain Marvel has an update, I guess. Also, maybe some Thor 5 news in here. We all know the Marvels didn't do great at the box office and critically. There are plenty of possible reasons why the sequel bombed, but after Captain Marvel made over $1.1 billion, Its dismal performance greatly surprised the majority, while Captain Marvel 3 is likely off the table. Plans for Carol Danvers supposedly haven't changed. According to Cosmic Circus, Carol Danvers' role in the Multiverse Saga moving forward has not been diminished, nor will it be toned down due to the Marvels underperforming. As for what role the hero will play, it sounds like she's devoting her time to investigating the quantum bangles, their origin, and whether they're capable of opening a doorway to which can bring Monica back to Earth 616. Photon was left stranded in an unnamed alternate reality with the X-Men, and this very much sounds like the groundwork is being laid. For what it's worth, with frequent Brie Larson collaborator Destin Dana Cretin back at the helm of the Shang-Chi sequel, we've heard that there may be a place for Captain Marvel there due to the Ten Rings' apparent ties to Kang and the Bangle. What? Okay. The site was also asked about whether this is in the works with Tessa Thompson's Valkyrie. We last saw her in the Marvels 2, though it's widely believed Marvel Studios cut any hints of romance between the two for fear of backlash. As for King Valkyrie, I haven't heard much about what the role she will have to play in the Multiverse Saga as of yet, but there is something I heard about through the grapevine about Thor 5 and her connection to Valhalla, so I'd suspect her story to continue there. Yeah, why wouldn't she go get Jane Foster out of Valhalla? Anyways,
they don't think she's gonna come back. That's the rumor.
Natalie Portman.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they think she's not gonna come back.
We caught a glimpse of Valhalla in Thor: Love and Thunder. If this is handled well, it could lead to a return of Odin, the Warriors 3, and even the mighty Thor. Larson said there's still so much inside of Carol. I feel like getting to be on this team just cracked her open in a way that she hadn't really, and I really loved her for that. I don't want Marvel to come for me, but there is something. There is definitely something to answer your question. I wouldn't want to say, but I would want to say, but I'm not going to. It's a weird statement.
It's a little weird.
Like, I don't want to do it, but if they ask me to do it, I'll do it.
I don't need the money, but I could use extra money.
Yeah. Okay. World War Hulk, the long-beloved storyline, plus rumored to always be in development, gets another update. We've been hearing social media buzz about a possible World War Hulk project at Marvel Studios for at least the past couple of years. Where it potentially fits into the wider multiverse saga is hard to say, though it seems the story isn't necessarily going to be what you expect. Cosmic Circus says the groundwork for this has supposedly been laid in Spider-Man Far From Home, WandaVision, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Black Widow, Eternals, Spider-Man No Way Home, Ms. Marvel, She-Hulk, Black Panther, and Secret Invasion. Wow, they hinted at it in all those movies, eh? The gist is that the fear world leaders have of superheroes and the fact that the Avengers are no more will lead to an arms race of sorts, which sees them attempt to create their own superhero soldiers and teams. This explains France's surprising decision to try and steal vibranium from Wakanda, and the CIA's attempt to get their hands on the precious, powerful metal. I'm still not sure what this has to do with World War Hulk. We previously heard that Captain America Brave New World will see different countries attempt to mine the remains of the celestial time for adamantium, while Thunderbolts is set to introduce the ultimate super soldier in the century. Meanwhile, the leader is also expected to be creating superhumans for both the U.S. government and future Red Hulk President Thunderbolt Ross. Marvel is setting up a World War Hulk project, albeit not in the way that people would expect. The idea is for Bruce Banner, who teased the dangers of Hulk's blood back in She-Hulk, to finally see his worst nightmare come to life, the United States government and the governments of the world creating their own Hulks. Oh, okay. This might be the breaking point for Banner and could potentially see the return of the Savage Hulk people been wanting to see for so long, as he goes toe-to-toe with President Ross as Red Hulk, which I'm told will happen sooner rather than later. Yeah, who doesn't want to see Mark Ruffalo beat up an old man in Harrison Ford?
Yeah, that's what I definitely want to see. like fake Harrison Ford.
I honestly
with
have a hard
pants.
time. I have a hard time picturing the Harrison Ford transformation into Red Hulk. I don't know. It seems weird to me.
They better, you know what they fucking better do? It's either two things. One, they wheel out a little curtain on a stand and then he changes and then just comes out. Or they just completely do it off screen.
Yeah. We look back and then he's red.
Then the next fucking scene, he's just huge red. You know what, actually? I'm gonna find a happy medium in between that.
Oh yeah.
And I'm gonna call it right now. Mark the time on the fucking timestamp. I bet they're gonna do like a mirror reflection of like him changing. So like it's something's gonna happen, glass is gonna fall down, right? And then the camera's just gonna be on the floor to the side, and like you're gonna see Harrison Ford like all fucking go crazy in the middle of like the reflection. And that's how it's gonna happen, I bet. So just calling that now.
It's gonna be weird.
Yeah, it's going to be.
Okay, Midnight Suns rumor may reveal the characters who will make up the studio's supernatural team. We've been hearing reports that Marvel Studios might be planning Midnight Suns movie for quite a while. Though a Midnight Suns movie is yet to be officially announced, Marvel Studios assembling its roster of supernatural magical characters for a team-up event would seem like a smart move. Multiple characters have been part of or associated with the team in the comics for the years, but according to the Cosmic Circus, the MCU's lineup will most likely include Wongers, Moon Knight,
dope.
Ghost Rider, Blade, Werewolf by Night, and Man-Thing.
Jesus Christ.
Other names I've heard from most likely include Black Knight, who they haven't done anything with since the Eternals 5 years ago now almost.
Yeah, 5 years.
Scarlet Scarab, Elsa Bloodstone, who they have introduced in Werewolf by Night, Doctor Strange, and even Agatha Harkness. But if I had to guess how many members I'd expect to sign up, I'd say between 6 and 9. Well, 9's too many. 9's way too many to put in a movie.
I'd even say 6 is almost too many. Like, I mean,
I guess you get the peripherally within the Avengers movies. There's, there's the Guardians show up and whatever.
Yeah,
Jesus. Let's do it. I mean, who doesn't want to see this?
100%. I feel like we should just
Andy Alvarez is on the studio's radar to direct this. Yeah. Have you seen the trailer for Alien Romulus? Oh my god.
So good.
It's so
good.
I'm afraid of face huggers again. Those things are deadly in that trailer. Like they're super fast and
yeah, when they showed it going into the esophagus and it was moving, I was like, "Oh yeah." I was like, "Oh yeah." That was exciting.
I hope it's gonna be good. I liked his Evil Dead remakes or remake.
Me too.
Did he do the second one?
The
second one was alright.
I thought he did. I don't think I watched the second one.
No.
Maybe
it wasn't in a cabin in the woods. It was in an apartment building.
Yeah, it was the smile lady, wasn't it? The girl, she was like smiling or something.
Sure.
It was like a woman or something.
Construction. Sorry if you hear that in the background.
Oh, good.
Okay, another rumor. We finally might know when Jessica Jones is returning to the MCU. Jessica Jones star Kristen Ritter has long been rumored to make the MCU return. She's currently starring in the prequel to
Orphan Black.
I've only watched the first season of Orphan Black. It was good, but we haven't got back to season 2 yet. It's in the calendar. After the disappointing second and third season of Jessica's solo series, I never watched season 3, but was season 2 disappointing?
Well,
Didn't U.S. Agent show up in season 2?
I don't think any were as good as season 1, but
even if we're eventually getting a new Luke Cage, this version of the hardened PI showing up at some point is still a must. According to My Time to Shine Hello, Ritter has met with Marvel Studios about returning to the role, and right now the expectation will happen in Daredevil Born Again season 2. So look for her in 3 years when season 2 comes out. And finally, Avengers 5 Secret Wars rumored updates on the Marvel Studios plans for Doctor Doom and Kang. Right now there's a Doom one-shot out that's doing quite well in comic book shops. It's a really good story. Fighting Galactus. Maybe this is just a tease of because Fantastic Four, Reed Richards and Sue's daughter is in it. Lyria.
Oh, really? Okay.
Helping Doctor Doom fight Galactus. Yeah, it was a really good one shot.
Okay.
Though Avengers 5 is no longer titled Avengers: The Kang Dynasty. Back in January deadlines, Justin Kroll responded to the rumor that Coleman Domingo is being eyed to replace Majors. See a lot of who will play Kang next. Here's a top contender for Kang's comments this week. There will be plenty of Marvel breaks in the coming weeks on various fronts, but don't hold your breath on that one. This isn't dismissing any rumor this week about potential contenders for the role. I don't have any intel on those. What kind of article is this? It's like, I'm just letting you know I don't know anything, guys.
Just so you know.
Oh, but the
I
Cosmic
don't know
Circus
anything.
has now weighed in to focus on. He's heard that Marvel intends to focus on other multiversal villains before dealing with Kang again. What's the word on Avengers 5? I've heard they want to focus on other multiverse villains. He simply may be referring to Cassandra Nova, but we've heard that Deadpool and Wolverine will feature quite a few surprises, possibly even hinting at a bigger threat than Emma Corrin's Professor X variant. Another villain that's reportedly set to make a major MCU role going forward is Doctor Doom, of course. Doom is not expected to appear in Fantastic Four, while he could factor in Avengers 5 and Secret Wars. President's heard they're treating Doom similar to how they've handled Loki in the Infinity Saga.
So they're gonna
turn him into an anti-hero fan favorite?
Good.
Yeah, I don't know if that's.
I'm taking this one with a grain of salt.
Maybe if they're using him to help fight Galactus, you want him as an anti-hero.
I guess.
But then he's got to turn,
right,
and be the main, super huge main villain until Apocalypse. But
still.
Yeah, I'm not sure I like that idea.
No likey.
No. Okay, so that's Marvel news of the past week. Thanks for watching.